What's up, Facebook fam? This is your girl, Gail Crowder, and I'm so excited to be joining you guys tonight for Wife Chat. Wife Chat is something that I'm going to be doing every single Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you hop on here, please go share it and tell all your married girlfriends that Gail is on here doing Wife Chat. Thank you so much. Hey, girl, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me, Tanya. And so I'm so excited about doing this series. So every Tuesday, I'll be hopping on here just talking about something, a topic that's near and dear to my heart. And I really want to hear from you ladies. So, you can Facebook me any topics that you want me to cover in Wife Chat. You can send me an email. You can, inbox me here on Facebook. You can, whatever, but I'm not going to be doing Wife Chat by myself. So it's about us having a dialogue back and forth on here, because I really want to be a resource and really help you, dive into some things that we need to talk about as wives. Thank you so much for joining me on here at Wife Chat. And so tonight I really wanted to talk about, are you in a covenant marriage or are you in a contract marriage? And sometimes the lines are crossed. And I know for years the lines were crossed with Gail and I. Thank you guys so much for jumping on. I truly appreciate you guys. And like I said, if you have a question for me, please either post it here. And if you don't want it to be, on the thread, just inbox me, and I promise I will go on and I will answer your questions and stuff like that. And so if I don't get to your questions tonight, I definitely will go back and answer them personally, because again, I'm here to serve you guys. And so we're here to chat about, are you in a covenant marriage or a contract marriage? And I taught this lesson a long time ago, but it bears to differ. And I wanted to see, once I was looking again at it, I still, what's up, Michelangelo? Thank you so much for getting on here. I still cross the line. I would like to sit up here and say that I'm in a total covenant marriage, but sometimes I go back and forth too. And so I'm going to ask you a series of questions. And, you guys, like I said, you can chat about it. You can say, Gail, I hear you, whatever, but I'm not going to just be talking to myself. I'm going to be reading these comments as well. And so the difference between a contract marriage and a covenant marriage, and as we go along in this teaching, and I'm not going to be on here very long, you always want to start moving towards the covenant part of it. We're not perfect. Nobody is. Nobody has a perfect marriage. So if you hear anybody that say they have a perfect marriage, they either sleeping in separate beds or they're not communicating. And I'm just telling you the truth. And so, like I said, I was looking at my notes, and I was like, I haven't moved my needle very far since I taught this lesson a long time ago. But like I said, you always want to try to really steer towards being in a covenant marriage and not a contract marriage. So let me just throw out a couple of things so you can see where you are, and then we can really chat about where you are as far as, are you more on the covenant side or are you more on the contract side? I'm going to say that I'm probably averaging 50-50 right about now. And I've been at this almost 30 years. I've been married 29 years. I'll be married 30 years, July the 20th. Whoop, whoop. Y'all give me some whoop, whoop on that. And so, but let me just tell you the difference, and then you guys can hit me back up. If you're in a, a marriage, and like I said, marriages are not perfect, but just listen to what I'm about to say, and then y'all tell me where you teetering. A contract marriage says, I take thee for me. A covenant marriage says, I give myself to thee. So which one are you right now? Like when you look at that situation, are you more leaning about what I need out of this marriage or what I can give in this marriage? That's the first thing. A contract marriage says you better do it. It's demanding. A covenant marriage says, how may I serve you? And sometimes, like I said, I'm bordering 50-50, because sometimes I need for certain things, right? Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Work it on, work it on, work it on. But, and so, like I said, sometimes I'm like, Gail, I really need you to do this, right? And I'm not always in the thing saying, how can I serve you? Now, do I serve Gail? Absolutely. But sometimes I need for him to do certain things. So just having a chat about it. A contract marriage says, what do I get? A covenant marriage says, what can I give? Right? And like I said, I bat 50-50 when it comes to that too. Because sometimes I'm like, Gail, what do I get out of this? Like, if I do this, what am I going to get in the end, right? But sometimes I am, is like, you know, how can I help you? How can I serve you? What can I do to make your, this situation better? And so, like I said, again, just being 100% honest. When I read over my notes, I'm batting about a 50-50. Some days are better than others, and some days I can say I'm in this covenant. I'm working, all the principles and all this kind of stuff. But other times, it depends on what it is. I'm selfish, and it's all about Gail and what Gail needs or whatever. But when you're in a marriage, it's a give and take thing. So, okay. A contract says, I will meet you halfway. The covenant says, I'll give you 100% plus, right? And I will tell you tonight, when it came to dinner, right, I was like, I've had a long day. I had a lot of coaching clients. I had a lot of things on my plate. I'm trying to get my book over the line. And I was like, Gail, I just need for you to meet me halfway. I don't mind doing the cooking, but you guys got to step up to the plate, clean up the kitchen. You got to handle, I got a bunch of teenagers living here, so you got to handle the kids. I just need you to meet me halfway, right? And that's not a bad thing. So don't take it as a bad thing. But sometimes, we always thinking about ourselves. And when you're in a marriage, you have to, it's a give and take thing. So I hope these things are resonating with you. A marriage says, I have to do this. I have to make this happen. I have to do this. I have to. But a covenant marriage says, I want to, right? Because you're surrendering your wants, your needs, your desires, and you're sowing first into someone else, right? And I will tell you that I sometimes struggle with putting down what Gail needs to really meet the needs of what Gail really needs at that time. And again, I'm an entrepreneur. I pour out a whole lot all the time. I travel a lot. But to be in a marriage, as long as Gail and I have been in a marriage, I had to really learn and retrain myself that it's not all about me. It's all about, meeting the needs of my spouse. And probably around 5 years ago, and I like I said, I've been married almost 30. It clicked in that I really want to really focus in on being 100% covenant. And when I taught this class years ago, I would tell you I was strictly contract. It was all about what Gail could get, what she needed, and if Gail couldn't meet my needs, why couldn't he meet my needs, and how come he couldn't meet my needs? But, I had to look at it and say, what did God say about your marriage? What did he say about the virtuous woman? What did he say about all the things that you bring to the table as a wife and your duties, right? And that word submission, used to be like, oh my God, you want me to do what? Submit. But I really understand now that when I truly do the things that I'm supposed to do as a wife, and I really take my vows serious, and I really understand the covenant that Gail and I have, I am striving to be more of the covenant wife. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. Do I miss it? Absolutely. And so as we chat about this, and as the things that I just read to you, strive to be more of a covenant wife. Now, I know it takes two to tango, and I know there are some women that are listening to me on this particular call, they're saying, Gail, you don't understand my husband. Like, he is a tyrant. He treats me a certain way. He talks to me a certain way. How can I submit to that situation? I will tell you, if you begin to pray for your situation and not always fight the battle, and again, you're not going to be perfect, right? So you are going to lose, say some things out of your mouth or pop off or do some things. But I will tell you, when I learned to get quiet, and I learned that I didn't have to win and say everything that I was thinking, right? Because my mouth is a lethal weapon, right? And I can either use it to build Gil up or to tear him down, right? And I have learned to choose to not tear him down more than I build him up, right? And so, like I said, I'm not perfect, and I don't get on here, and anybody who's known me and worked with me know that I am very transparent. But I will tell you, when I allow God to fight my battles and allow God to tell me what to do in each situation, it comes out so much better. And so if you're struggling, making sure that you're doing what you need to do as a wife, and if you're struggling to communicate your needs and your wants, if you're struggling not knowing really how to get your needs met, and if you're struggling and you're like, I am totally contract, take that situation to God and ask God how to handle all the situations that are going on, because you want to be leaning more towards covenant. Because when you start flowing in the covenant situation in your marriage, I will tell you, God will step in and he will restore, he will renew, he will revive, he will do all the things that you want. And your husband will start truly treating you like Christ treats he will lay down his life for you, and he will begin to talk to you different. And trust me, I'm a living witness, because I was the tyrant in the marriage. And when I began to change the way I was behaving, how I was talking to Gail, and I really began to work on myself, I seen the change in my marriage, and I seen the change and the shift in not just my marriage, but everybody around me, because I used to be a hot mess. And so, again, does anybody have anything they want to say? Hi, Lisa, I love you. Yes, he will. I know you know he will. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on here. But again, does anybody have any questions? Anybody have anything they want to add? Again, if you don't want to post any of your personal questions, you can hit me up in my inbox. Again, like I said, I just wanted to come on here and just say hello and see if you are truly in a covenant marriage or are you in a contract marriage. Because again, God's desire and my desire as I do this work, and I've been doing this work for 10 years, that you guys really get in strong, healthy relationships and strong, healthy marriages where you can love one another, that you can trust your husband with your heart and your desires and all of those things. And sometimes I know it gets hard. I really do, because I get a chance to coach women all over the world. And again, I was the mess in the marriage, and God stepped in and turned things around, and he is allowing me to pour into women like never before. And so, again, I'm going to repeat this. Are you in a contract marriage, or are you in a covenant marriage? And you need to, and like I said, I at one point in time, I was totally contract. Now I'm back 50-50, and I'm moving to the 60, and I'm not perfect. And I could get on here and say I'm 100%. No, I'm not. And again, some of y'all know Gail, so y'all can call him up and he like, Gail crazy. But anyway, so do anybody have any questions? Hi, Tony. Thank you so much for joining me. Anybody have any questions for me? Any comments? So I guess all you guys are in covenant marriage and y'all doing y'all thing. Praise God. Okay. What are you saying? It's so true. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you, Lisa, so much. I appreciate you. And I know the journey that you've been on, and I just thank God for you. I thank God for you allowing me to pour into your life, and I see the fruits, and you guys are doing your thing. I'm in a covenant marriage and still building. Amen. Amen. I'm in a covenant marriage and I'm still building too. And it'll be 30 years, July the 20th, and I'm still building. So I thank you for your honesty, because again, if you're married, there's no perfect marriage, because there are no two perfect people. The only perfect person, he's up in heaven. And so I thank you for your honesty. Is there anything else? Anybody else? I guess everybody else is just listening to me. But anyway, if you don't know who I am Gail Crowder, the One Sexy Wife, and I will be doing these wife chats every single Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And so if you would like to see anything that we could chat about, any questions that you have for me, you can always hit me up, like I said, on all my social media, which is Gail Crowder, or you can go visit my website, which is gailcrowder.com. And I offer a free 30-minute consultation. I ain't on there trying to sell you nothing. I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to enhance and help you take your marriage to the next level. Keep up. Yes. Keeping you in my back pocket. Thank you. And so you can hit me up there for a free consultation. I have a lot of free resources on my website, so go take advantage of those. This Thursday, I will be on here with our final class of Wife Master Class. And so I'm going to be talking about the marriage checkup. And so I'm really going to dive in on some of the things that you need to be doing on a yearly, basis to really make sure that you are, your marriage is staying strong and healthy. Because a lot of times when wives come to me, you're in crisis. And I used to be one of those wives in crisis. And so I have developed some tools and strategies to do a checkup. We do checkups on, our dental health and our, health and wellness every year. And we should definitely be doing that in our marriages and asking the hard questions that some of us don't want to ask because we're not communicating effectively. But I really believe that you can avoid some of the pitfalls that happens in marriage, and because we're human. And so I'm going to really talk about that. I'm going to dive in, and that'll be the last class for master class for the spring. God's giving me some hot stuff for the fall for master class, so I'm excited about that. And then by then I will have some amazing information that's going to be going forth about the Ultimate Wife Summit that is coming 2019. I got a hot lineup. You don't understand. God is going to do some amazing things in 2019 because everything attached to me wins. Everything in my life is prospering, and I'm so thankful that God is allowing you guys to share this time and space with me. And so if no one else has any questions or any comments, I thank you guys so much for hopping on. Like I said, hit me up on my website, shoot me an email saying, Gail, I want you to chat about this. Gail, I want to hear more about that. Like I said, I am always striving to make sure that you guys have healthy, strong marriages and that we win in marriages, because again, so many people are losing at this thing called marriage. And you just need to look for the tools and strategies that God has already placed in this earth and placed inside you to win. And so is it easy? Absolutely not, but it's so worth it. I can tell you it is so worth it. So I love you guys to pieces. I will see you on Thursday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time in a Wife Masterclass. And if you want to learn more about Wife Masterclass, just go to wifemasterclass.com. You can go look at all the teachers and speakers that we've had this spring, which have been amazing. And so I'll be closing it out on Thursday. I have a new program that's starting, Loving Him Without Losing You. That's on my website. If you want more information about that, hit me up. I love you guys to pieces. Good night. And remember, when God made you, he truly made something special. This is your girl, Gail Crowder.